Israel negotiates JASSM missiles with the United States to expand strike capability. Israel in talks with US to buy JASSM missiles. The Israeli Defense Ministry is in talks with the US administration to purchase JASSM precision cruise missiles from the American Defense Corporation Lockheed Martin. Each such missile costs about $1.5 million. JASSM is a stealth weapon with a 450-kilogram armor-piercing warhead capable of penetrating air defense systems, which makes it especially valuable for Israel in the context of the escalating confrontation with Iran. As the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, FDD, specifies, even the shorter-range JASSM can be used to strike targets near the Iran-Iraq border, allowing the Israeli Air Force to operate from a safe distance. The latest version of the missile, the JASSM-ER, has a range of up to 930 kilometers and is being actively purchased by the Pentagon in preparation for a possible conflict in the Indo-Pacific region. The US budget proposal for 2025 already includes funds for the purchase of 550 of these missiles, which is more than have been purchased in the last 5 years. To date, only a limited number of countries have received permission to purchase JASSM. The main foreign customer is Australia, which has purchased about 80 missiles, while the sale to Poland is still awaiting final approval. For Israel, joining this exclusive club could mean a strategic strengthening of military potential. But the JASSM-ER missile, as experts note, is not designed to destroy deeply fortified underground facilities such as the Fordow or Natanz nuclear complexes in Iran. Nevertheless, these missiles can play a critical role in disabling enemy air defense systems and command posts. This, as the authors of the FDD write, will clear the way for other aircraft to carry out subsequent strikes. The ability to launch from F-35 fighters, which are already in service with the Israeli Air Force, adds flexibility to the combat use of the new weapons. EU roadmap: stop to Russian gas on spot markets from the end of 2025. A ban on the import of Russian gas on the spot market and in long-term contracts, national plans to coordinate the action of the 27 and stricter rules for companies. This is provided for in the EU Commission's roadmap to end Russian energy imports. It promises legislative proposals for next month to cut down even the last energy supplies by the end of 2027, announces a ban from the end of 2025 on Russian gas imports in all spot contracts, new and existing, and from the end of 2027 for long-term contracts. In 2024, the EU imported 52 cubic meters of Russian gas, 32 with pipelines and 20 with LNG. World War III. Why Europeans and Americans are convinced it's about to start. Few days after the celebrations for the end of the Second World War, a survey has brought to light a deep and widespread fear among citizens of several Western countries, the imminent outbreak of a Third World War. The analysis, reported by Il Giornale, involved European and US citizens. What are the causes of the new conflict according to the survey? According to the interviewees, the main causes of a future world war would be tensions with Russia and Islamic terrorism. However, a significant portion of Europeans, notably 58% of Spaniards, 53% of French, and 55% of Germans, also see strained relations with the United States as a potential to peace in Europe. When World War II broke out? According to the survey, between 41% and 55% of respondents in France, Germany, Italy, the United Kingdom and Spain believe that another world conflict will begin within the next 5 to 10 years. A view also shared by 45% of Americans. The majority of respondents, with percentages ranging from 68% to 76%, predict that such a conflict will involve the use of nuclear weapons. Between 57% and 73% of respondents believe that human losses would exceed those of the Second World War. In fact, many think that this could lead to the killing of most of the inhabitants of the Earth. A large percentage of citizens, from 66% of Italians to 89% of British, are convinced that their country will be directly involved in a possible Third World War. However, few believe that their armed forces are capable of effectively protecting them. The exception is the American population, where 71% say they have confidence in the military power of their army. The American plan to Gaza. The United States has presented a new plan for Gaza. Washington's envoy for the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, illustrated the initiative for the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, a fund intended to bring aid to the Palestinian exclave through a transparent, independent and neutral logistical structure. The 14-page document, obtained by the Israeli newspaper Ynet, provides for the construction of 4 distribution centers, each capable of serving 300,000 people, with the aim of circumventing the obstacles that have so far undermined the trust of donors and preventing humanitarian aid from ending up in the hands of Hamas terrorists. According to the plan delivered by Witkoff, distribution will take place through secure logistics channels, without any military presence and under the supervision of independent security teams. Aid such as food parcels, hygiene kits, medicines and water will be given to the population according to needs and without discrimination. The foundation planned to provide a package per family worth $65, containing 50 full meals and initially given to at-risk residents. In a first phase, 1.2 million people will be covered, with a possibility of expansion up to 2 million. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe.